we're good. Hey Laura, how you doing?
Doing great. Happy Wednesday to everybody. I think we're in fall mode now, aren't we, Deb? Yep, we're
We
in fall.
are.
And I see we have
Yep.
our
Coat.
attire and we're all ready for the fall. So, Debbie, I'm so excited about what we're going to talk about today. You picked out the subject this week, and I just think it's fascinating. But with that, I'm going to send it off to you. And how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm just got a lot accomplished so far today. When you have a day when you feel like, okay, I got a few things done so far. This is good. It's gonna be a good day. If you don't start your day off getting things done, sometimes you're like, behind the eight ball. But anyways, you know what, Alo, this is interesting. So like Lori and I go through back and forth and we pick our subjects from all different random places. A lot of times from this one magazine we have, but I had just recently come across a thought. And it came to me just by accident that I forgot about something I used to do. In fact, Lori and I had a long conversation about it, and we both used to do this many, many moons ago. And
Yes.
we got ourselves into, and I've got a little thing here, visual. This is a gallon of aloe vera juice. Okay. So this particular gallon I got from Trader Joe's, and it stays in the refrigerator. Once you open it, it's good for 30 to 45 days. And basically, we're going to talk about the benefits because there are so many amazing benefits that aloe vera has. And I don't know if you have a plant, Lori, but I have an aloe vera plant in my kitchen, and it was a tiny little one like this big, and it's shot up to be about this big now, okay? And it's real thick. And aloe vera is always known for healing, but healing, we're going to talk about gut to brain because that is incredible because the inside of us, what happens is going to portray what happens inside
Right.
and out. Okay. So Lori did great research. She always does. I had a bullet point sheet of lists of things that I'm going to post after we have this air, or as it's airing, I should say, and I will put it out there so you guys can look at. And it's just something that has like these bullet points that talk about, some of the things that actually work. But I just want to just give you a little bit of telling you a little bit about what aloe vera is as well in this document, and then turn it over to you, Laura, and we can go through the benefits. But aloe vera gel can be made from home. Okay, you can make it from scratch, but let me just tell you, it's going to take a lot of plants to do it, and it's going to be
Right,
crazy.
right,
And I
right.
figured this is a company that Trader Joe's usually, and I'm not saying this is the only place to go, but the value for it and what they have is a very good brand. But anyways, it's what you can do is you can take the juice, okay, which you want, this is pure, it doesn't have any chemicals in it, and it's a simple type situation where you put it into whatever. So I put it into my water bottle. Lori actually gifted this to me. It's awesome. So I put water in here and ice. I put lemon, lime, mint, sometimes basil. And now what I'm doing is about the equivalent of a shot glass of aloe vera in it every day. Okay. And then all day long, I keep refilling water and ice. And then honestly, because these things stay cold forever, I keep it for about 2 days and then I start over, and so I know that I drink all the aloe out of it or whatever too. And I have put it in my tea too. But anyways, with all that, it is definitely something so crazy that you would have never known. And it's grown from,
Yeah.
and it's like one of those things where, it's a God-given plant that literally does so much. Well, so with that, Laura, I'm gonna turn it over to you and start like, we can start talking about maybe the benefits. How's that?
Okay, sounds good. I gotta find the page here. Oh, here. Well, first of all, Debbie said, we did this years ago. I I remember with my father, he got this. And if anybody remembers the name of the company, please post it because Debbie and I cannot remember the name of the company. Debbie's mom sold it.
Huh?
I know we bought it, and I remember we used to put it in our drinks and coffees and stuff like that. And I don't remember years ago having the greatest flavor, but I'm sure with all the flavors and stuff today, it's very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a lot of different benefits from it. There's so many. You want to know the benefits? Well, we could talk about it's good for sunburn. I don't know where we're at on here. I'm sorry, Debbie. I'm here.
Okay. The one that I thought was so cool that I think would be good for you to know too is about the heart disease and diabetes and stuff.
Oh, yeah, right. The heart, yeah, I'm sorry.
That's
I
okay.
should, the heart disease and the diabetes. So if you take and put some in your aloe vera in your drink, and what it's going to do is it's going to help your body with your blood sugar. So it's going to keep it down. So that is a great issue for it. Now I was talking to my boyfriend about this morning, and he was saying about how aloe vera like coats your whole inside.
Hmm.
So it's going to prevent you from getting anything. I would think it prevents you from getting any things like sticking inside your body, or like we're talking of constipation,
Hmm.
right? And you know firsthand on that, and I'd like to know more about that. I haven't done it recently. Debbie has, so I'm going to go get some today, and I'm going to start on this. But yeah, so controlling your blood sugar levels is great for people like me and my relatives that all have high blood sugar and stuff. And you know, you could a lot of diabetes too, diabetic too people. That a lot of their stuff can be controlled by what they eat and what they put in their bodies. So if aloe vera could help, that would be great. With that, Debbie, you want to go on to the next thing? I'm sorry.
Sure. No, I want to piggyback on one thing. It says supporting healthy blood pressure and circulation. Okay, so that's the heart healthy, and then that also triggers over when you think about it. We talk about how everything's all connected, and you're talking about like helping with the blood or the lowering the sugar because it's a very low calorie drink. I mean, there's virtually almost nothing, no carbs, no anything in it. So
Right.
so, we talk about, things from the outside or inside out, okay? And I've
Right,
always been a big advocate for hydration, okay? But
right,
also to help your skin. So water is a very good, like a lot of people like with dry skin, you gotta like if you drink a lot of water, that's very, very helpful.
right,
Okay, so when you do that and you use in conjunction some of the aloe vera, it helps your skin to have extra moisture and be hydrated. And for some people, it's going to clear up in certain instances, sometimes acne or some of the skin situations. There's a
right,
lot of skin situations out there, and I feel like from more and more people that I talk to on a daily basis that are going through different things, a lot of it is gut to brain health, and it's like
right,
and it's all that. Now, if you could ask your doctor if aloe, because aloe is supposed to be a good medicinal cleanse, it's supposed to be good for healing. So if you're healing and you want to heal from like basically the inside out, what a better way, you know? Another
right.
really quick thing is you did talk about, I know it's really a situation to talk about, but
Yeah, well, it's part of
that's
life.
one of the biggest reasons too that I looked at that and I said, you know what, let's just check this out. And it's very natural. So there's a lot of over the counter things that are not good for you, like that are having like all these various things in there and you don't know what you're really putting in your body. At least you know with this you are. I do want to point out one thing before we go further is they say to be cautious to not start gulping this down and drinking it a lot. Introduce it into your system slowly. Take a couple ounces, a shot glass, whatever, and then the next day see how your body reacts because it could put you into a deep cleanse and it could make you think you're sick or something and you're not. It's like pushing out a lot of stuff and a lot of toxins and a lot of things that got to come out some way, right? So they're going to come out in a way that maybe you're thinking something's going wrong. And then one more thing I just want to say, in addition to that, also gut to brain, is it can help the acid and help your body with like, ulcers and acid. So too much acid can result in ulcers. So like Lori was saying that it kind of like coats the inside of your body. And I think that that's
Right,
we have to look at and say, whoa, this is very interesting. How much this can cost over time. Let's just say it says 30 to 45 days and you do the have this for 45 days. Well, it's really pennies on the dollar per day if you really think about it to put something good into your body. So but with that, Laura, I'm gonna turn it over to you. There's so much more.
well, the thing is too is a lot of us, I mean, we've talked about my medications before. We take medications for everything. You
Mhm.
go to a doctor and you tell them that you're having problems with acid reflux and all this other stuff, and it's like, and I'm not bashing doctors, but they're ready to write a prescription out for you for a medication. And so you're sitting there taking these medications and what you call it, it's just too much. And your body, you end up having side effects because of the medications and stuff. So yeah, to have something like this is fantastic and stuff. And I know we talked about the skin and reducing heartburn. And you know what is fascinating?
Mm.
It could boost your intake of certain vitamins and minerals.
Mhm.
We talked about that before, Deb, didn't we? With certain things. It says there it helps with vitamins to help your immune function. For example, calcium and magnesium. Okay. Many people have a muscle aches are often low in calcium and magnesium. That's where we read magnesium was good for
Yes.
that. And I started taking magnesia after we did that show.
Me too.
Drinking aloe vera juice could replenish these, and your diet is low in them. So, I mean, that is fantastic. You know what I mean? I mean, that's great. It's amazing how a plant, well, that's how all the stuff started years ago. They didn't have all those medications and everything. Everything was plants. You know, most of you know that I had a flower shop in Garden Center. We sold so many aloe vera plants. I can't even tell you. I don't have an aloe vera plant in my house. I probably should get one. I do have to find out if cats are allergic to them.
Oh yeah.
In the meantime, while we're doing our show here, I'm going to try to look that up. So in case anybody has a cat.
I have two things to piggyback on. I don't know if you've ever bought aloe vera that is actually in a container, which is like a
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
and anytime we travel, especially if we're going to be in the sun, that's the first thing you do. If you get a sunburn, get that aloe vera on there right away because you want to calm that skin down. But one thing that we both skipped over that I think is very interesting, and I know that you've had a couple things, and I know, and my husband has with eye health. Okay, it says aloe vera is packed full of beta carotene, an antioxidant found in orange and yellow vegetables and fruits. Your body converts beta carotene to vitamin A, which is good for overall eye health. That's crazy. Think about that. And you're getting it in the purest form. You know, I'm not against, and Lori and I are definitely no experts on any of this, but anytime that you use something that's been formulated, you know, I know there's extremely good vitamin companies out there that have pure vitamins. Okay. There's some, I learned back a long time ago, there's some vitamin companies that are not the best. Like you should really research what kind of vitamins you take to make sure that your body is actually breaking them down and getting them and that you're not you're utilizing it, that you're really getting what you think, because some of them have heavy coatings over them, and those sometimes you don't get. But when you can get this kind of stuff from something so natural, when you drink something like this, okay, it goes into your system really quick. Okay, so like and then your body is like knows where it needs to get it, you know, where it needs to go, right? Because your brain and your body is so darn smart, right, Laura? So I thought that was
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. I did look up about the aloe vera for cats.
okay.
To moderate for cats and dogs to toxicity. So, you know, if you're going to put it up high or something like that, or, you know, put it somewhere. The only reason why I'm saying that, Debbie, I'm not trying to put us down for our show that we're doing. It's just, you got to be really careful with plants and stuff. Now, as far as getting the drink like Debbie got, that's not going to be a problem because that's contained. But aloe vera plants, you just have to watch out with the
Totally. Now, you know what else I saw in here, Lori? This is very
what?
interesting. I feel like a lot of people start to suffer with this when they get older as well. Gum inflammation. Okay.
Yes,
It's supposed to reduce that and also improve your oral health. Well, you know
right.
what? Everybody can use that. I don't care how old you are. You know, it's definitely, you know, a very a big, huge, and we will post this. It's a very interesting situation because they talk about like, you know, over time, you know, so.
Yeah, I mean, at our age, I mean, a lot of us still have our teeth. I have some teeth missing, but as you get in the 70s and stuff like that, a lot of people get dentures or implants and stuff, and your gums get very irritated. So yes, this is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. It also says, can you drink aloe vera every day? And it says too much can cause cramping or diarrhea. Okay, so you
Yeah,
gotta be careful. It can give you intestinal situations that you might not want. But again, it's introducing it slowly. So if it says on here basically that daily should be 2 to 8 ounces, if you're
mhm,
gonna get up to 8 ounces by maybe putting it into different various drinks, like a tea or even a coffee,
yeah, right. Mhm,
or a protein shake if you drink a shake,
right.
just be mindful that it adds up quick. And again, if it says somewhere in here, I read that it doesn't, if you go, you think, oh, I'm going to drink like a whole, 16
Yeah,
ounces,
right.
it's going to do you better. It's going to probably make you up more than anything. So
Exactly.
in moderation, right? It's just like
Yeah,
any,
exactly. Exactly. And I don't think we talked about oh yeah, we did talk about the eyes. You talked about how much you should drink. We talked about clearing your skin. It's a low sugar
Mhm,
and it's a low calorie option. So
right.
that's great because all of us are all conscious now about how much sugar we put in our bodies because finding out that all this sugar is not good for us. So this is great. Um, I don't know, did you read anywhere in here? And I remember as a kid, aloe vera helped with losing weight, but I don't see anything in here. Do you?
No, but here's what I think. Okay, this is my take on this, okay?
Yeah,
When you get everything functioning properly and
right,
this is helping cleanse, okay? And it's
right. So your body's functioning better,
right.
right?
And there's a lot of people that hold on to a lot of, I hate to say it, like waste in their toxic
Right. Oh yeah,
something
yeah.
that could cause them to have a sluggish everything. So
Mhm.
even your metabolism, your bowel, your,
Right,
whole
right.
body. So if your body is metabolizing and working and all that kind of stuff, it can only be better than worse, right? It can only be a good thing. And
Yeah,
so then with an implemented healthy eating program, right? Eating right choices and all that kind of stuff, I think it can actually be a great additive. So I don't know if they can say and claim that it could help you lose weight, but it could definitely help that gut to brain, and the gut to brain is huge. And
they say it's like 90% of the issues with the with the weight loss and stuff like that.
and
Our
we never had this before, you know?
Yeah, our bodies hold a lot of stuff in it.
Mhm.
Seriously. I remember one time going to see a doctor, and this is before I started getting healthier, and I remember her telling me just then that my body held about 20 or 30 pounds of water.
Yeah.
So, if that's going to help you cleanse it, it's going to help your body function, that's going to be great. Then people won't have to take diuretics
Yeah.
because the diuretics are, part of the prescriptions that the doctors give you, and especially, like I said, for the blood pressure and your circulation, that's like the best, and enhancing your immune system. I mean, that's just absolutely great too.
Well,
And
I think you nailed it too, Lori. When you think about it, enhancing the immune system and everything, what better way in most of the areas and a lot of the people that see us, we have, climate change and we're going into fall. And then usually people start to get chilled, get sick, whatever. And, you got to boost your immune system any way you can. And any
right.
way you can do it again naturally is the best. I mean, it really is, and vitamin C, it talks a lot about when you were talking about the minerals and vitamin C is a big deal that we can get from aloe. The nice thing about vitamin C is you can't get too much, you just pee it out, right? But
Right.
you have to be careful with some of the other stuff. Like, I know A and K and a few other ones you have to be careful not to overdo it. So that's why the recommended amount that they talk about is what you should do because you're getting stuff in
Right.
stuff like
Right.
if or food. So, but I think
Ye-
it was awesome.
Yeah. You know what, Debbie? Maybe you could talk a little bit, and we looked it up too. You could were places where you could buy this. I know you.
Oh, yeah. Well, this particular gallon here, I got this one, and Lori actually pulled up on her a screen. This is Trader Joe's. Okay, so I have Trader Joe's near me, but just about every place sells aloe. I think you got to be careful. Read the back. Read what's in here. So, like this one particular one actually has purified water and it has organic aloe juice concentrate. So that's good. It also has some organic lemon juice in there, concentrate, and it's a stabilizer, it says, which actually it helps to make it more palatable. So I kind of remember, Lori, back in the day when our parents, your dad and my mom, were so pro into the aloe vera. I remember it having a very pungent taste, if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
yeah, yeah,
So
very.
I put, like I said, I put this in my water bottle and I'm putting about a shot glass size in here. And again, I do put like, basil and lemon and, and mint and stuff. I'm not tasting it. So it's good. And I put it into my, I drink a cup of hot tea at night, a decaf hot cup. I put it in there one night. I put just a little bit and I didn't taste it. So I think, it's good. But Trader Joe's, 9.99 at my Trader Joe's, I got this. And then I know Lori pulled it up and it said 7.99. So, every store and zone is a little different. But if you go to like a Fruitful Yield or a Apple Valley or like a health food store, you're probably gonna pay more, you know. I don't
Right.
know about Costco or Sam's. I don't know, but again, be mindful of how much you buy because if your household or you are not going to use it, you're going to end up dumping it out if it spoils after some time,
Exactly.
you know.
And oh, the thing is too, I know you could order on Amazon because I
Yeah.
look. And so, I mean, just look it up. And you know what? I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I was never a big organic person. But now that I'm finding out all the stuff that's being put in our food,
Yeah.
all the problems, probably 90% of the problems I have, and with our family being overweight and everything, I think about all the stuff that's put in our food. And now I'm like really researching organic now. It's like, have we done a show on organic or not?
No, we should because I'd like to learn a little bit more of what the benefit. Now I know it common sense makes you say, okay, it's better for you, but are you truly, and I'm not being negative, are you truly getting something that's 100% organic? Does it matter where you purchase it? I don't know if Whole Foods versus Jewel versus Aldi's, I don't know, we should do some research and find that out. I think it'd be good.
And then that's true, because well, when you go to a farmer's market,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
well, you got to understand too that organic is more expensive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You might have to weigh out the factors of
Yeah.
better for you when you're not going to the doctor as much and your kids are doing better without it because they're finding out that all these kids have all these issues with ADHD and all that, and they're saying, and I don't quote me on this, I'm no expert, Debbie's no expert, but just stuff I've been hearing lately that a lot of the reason why these kids are acting up is because of all these chemicals in their food.
Mm-hmm.
And it really didn't start coming to us until we were probably in our teenage years. I think our younger years, our food was pretty good. But
Oh, yeah.
what's subject for another time? I just thought about that.
Well, and
So
I think the society, Lori, I think that and I got into a bad rap with it a little bit when the kids were littler, like, oh, they want a Happy Meal or oh, they want this and stuff like that, And I mean, I think today people are so insanely bad with fast food, and I don't know how the heck they're affording it because we made a quick stop. We didn't have time. We ran into Portillo's and I actually got a salad. And actually, I remember when we interviewed Mike Hunter, he
yeah,
said shop salad is good, just don't get their dressing, right? Do a
right.
different dressing, and he brings his dressing with, okay? So if Mike hears this, I still remember that, Mike. I learned that from you. But the cool thing is that it's a balanced salad, their chopped salad, okay? Their beef isn't terrible. I mean, if you're gonna have an option, right? But it was three of us, it was $56. And I had my water bottle. None of us got a drink. None of us got a drink, okay? And I was like, "What?" I go, "Are you kidding me? Like, that is highway robbery." You're seeing families coming in with 6 people, 5 people. I'm like, "Oh my god." But anyways, it's crazy. I'm glad that I'm not into the fast food stuff for 2 reasons, the money and that, but really, jeez Louise, you know? So,
Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, what a great subject, Debbie. I'm so happy about that. I know we're gonna put some stuff out on our
yep,
page so you can look at. And again, if anybody remembers that name from that company, it had to be in the early 70s.
yeah.
Please let us know because it's gonna drive me nuts. And
70s or mid-70s? Because
yeah,
I think we were in high school.
we
Were
were
we
in high
in high
school.
school?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I think so, yeah, but if somebody does, please do.
Okay.
And another thing I wanna just throw out there is that, we've been coming up with some very fun interviews. We got another one next week that I'm super
Oh, I'm so excited.
excited, very excited to interview and hope to go visit in a few short weeks too. And I know Lori was just there, so it's kind of fun that it's so fun that Lori and I could do these things and hop around and actually go see some of these people. But
Right.
and it wasn't even planned out that way. But if you know anybody or you have a subject or you have something that you'd love to share, we love to hear from you. We're still talking about, little venues and
Yeah.
bands and things like that, but anything we can do. And we really appreciate that everybody's been supporting us and stuff like that. So, anyways, with that, Laura, I'm going to turn it to you. You want to close us out?
That's great. Hey, everybody, have a great week. Enjoy the fall. And with that, I'm Lori,
And I'm Debbie.
Friends Helping Friends. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye.